What's going on, everyone? Woody back here, and we're on episode 4 of Sorare. So let's see how we've been cracking on. Um, I think the last time we ended this up, it was getting ready to come into like these kind of final days of the rivals, and as you can see, I'm now in second. The guy that's now top actually went on a bit of a madness over the last couple of days that I've been kind of keeping an eye on, and I think he was on like 9 RP, and he's obviously kind of gone in every game going to try and get towards the top, and now on 33. So fair play to him, and hats off to him for doing that. I dropped down. I was still second, but I had about 25 RP, and I wasn't overly comfortable with it. So last night I went into the Elite League, entered both games, managed to get 2 wins there, which was really good. Got me up to 31, just kind of secured that second place. Was somewhat debating the J League this morning to think, oh, do I want to really try and go for top? But at the end of the day, it had cost me arena tickets, and there's no difference in my rewards that I'm going to get for finishing second and first. So just kept the same. Happy days. We're going to get promoted in 24 minutes. So that'll get us into debate. And then we go again for the next week. But by going in those 2 Elitarian games and getting those wins, as you can see here, we've got a 3-win box. So I think the best thing to do is just to see how we go with that. Like, I think we kind of covered the chances of rewards on that last time round, but I don't think I'm going to be fortunate enough to get anything as much as like a unique card, but still getting a reward box just for playing the game. And this happened to be just with using my free cards as well. You know, you can't really grumble at that. So let's have a click of the box and see what we get. In an ideal world, I'd love a card, but I've got a feeling it's going to be arena tickets. And it is arena tickets. But 5 this time, so that's nice. I think last time it was 3. So 5 is going to be really helpful. We can get a good stack of them on the go, ready for when we get into the higher leagues, so we can enter more games and more chances of, getting those better rewards down the line. So I think the main agenda really for today's episode is we need to build our team for the first semi-final tonight, Spain versus France. One that's going to be a very feisty affair, I think. I think there should be plenty of bookings in this one, and I think importantly for Spain is that they're without 3 main players. Pedri, I think he got injured pretty much in the last game against Cruz, and then I think quite importantly for Spain is they're going to be without Lenormand and also without Danny Carvajal because of bookings. Danny Carvajal with the 2 yellows for a red. So I think Spain will definitely be hoping that they can somehow get through past France, and then they got a full strength lineup again, or as close to, ready for the final. But I think it's going to be a tall ask. I mean, Spain have been really, really good, but it's a tough one to call, in my opinion. And I don't think France will hold the ball. I think Spain will very much want to control possession and try and control the game, and it's going to kind of leave France to have to counter-attack. So it depends if you kind of want to go, for me with my keeper choice, if I want to go for Simon to hopefully keep it clean. At least, well, and hope it gets all the way to penalties, because I'm pretty sure you still get points if it goes into extra time. So I'm kind of hoping for like 120 minutes where France don't get a sniff at goal, or you kind of go with that Spain are going to hold possession, going to kind of have a few pop shots probably outside the box, and hope Mainan gets a lot of points for saves. So I think to begin with, I'm going to go more down the France route. Mainan's more expensive, so we'll kind of see how the team plays out as we go through the build-up, and if we need to make those changes, I don't mind changing the keeper either way, because I think there's probably more chance of a clean sheet, I think, with Spain. France are going to face a lot of shots, I reckon, but then with the firepower that France have got as well, that clean sheet is in danger. It could go either way. You know, you're kind of at a guessing game, but we're going to go Mainan. Defence-wise, again, for me, it's going to be either it's going to be a 0-0, go all the way to pens, or there's going to be like a both teams to score. It's going to go to the extra time, potentially penalties. It's whatever you kind of got feeling saying, and because of the time, there's no confirmed team news yet, and it's going to be a tough one. But I think with how France play, they like to play up the left. You know, Theo Hernandez and Mbappe linking up, I think that's a good option to go to. But then 65 points, it's a lot to take up. We've got, 249 left over 4 players, 62 average per at the moment, and that's just based off minus. That'll shoot down. Koundé sees a lot of the ball on the right as well. Spain is going to be. You don't really kind of know what they're going to go. I think Nacho Fernandez will come in at centre half with Laporte. You'll have Cucurella, and then I would imagine it'll probably be Jesus Navas that comes on. But then he might play Grimaldo. You just kind of don't know. They're going to want speed, especially with Dembele and Mbappe running at you on each wing. So I think the option for me right now is Theo Hernandez. Midfielders, this one is tough. In an ideal world, I think for my midfield and my extra slot, I want to use 2 midfielders because, like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of ball control. But I think Rodri's got to be chosen. He's a bit of an animal. He'll win a lot of contests. He'll pass the ball a lot. He sees a lot. He likes to dictate within that midfield. That's whom I really want to get in the team. And ideally, as my other extra, I'd like to get Kante in, I think. But we'll see what the points are looking like. We've got 114 left. And I think it's going to have to be Kylian in it. It's weird because you think of Mbappe, you think goal scorer, but he scored 1 pen, and he kind of did that cross in early doors in the Euros where an own goal then went in. But he might turn up, so I'd rather take an Mbappe now, knowing that he's probably they're going to get the ball to him, so he's going to have a lot of opportunities to pass, a lot of opportunity for duels won. So we'll kind of see which tactic works out best for us. But we have only got 46 points left, which is not a lot. And I think for the sort of strategy that I wanted to go down, where I wanted to get Kante in, I need a lot of points. And I think even if we went with the other option of Unai Simon, I think we're only saving 10 points. So I guess it's to 56. So we might be in a struggle city here, because really the only player we can afford is Mawani, who more than likely won't start. Thuram might start, but I wasn't really kind of building this for an all-out attack. So we're going to have to make some changes, which I didn't really want to do. So I think Rodri's got to be in there. I think if we're playing Theo Hernandez, do we need an Mbappe? Especially for how expensive he is and what we could potentially have in terms of other options on the pitch. Because Griezmann also sees... Well, Griezmann's a bit of a funny one because he does see a lot of the ball. You kind of guarantee, 55 and 53 points in the last 2 games, and they've been tough games as well. Do you just kind of take last 15 is 51, last 5 where he's 100% played is 44? It's not great for the points. Nico Williams is maybe a shout on the other side for Spain, but then is there the chance that he comes off? Potentially. Yamal, but Yamal's not saving us a huge amount of points. And again, does he see the whole 9 minutes? You'd like to think so with his age. So I think for now, let's pop Griezmann in. What does that do to us? 58 points. So that gives us a little bit more options. So we could kind of go fullbacks on France, but I do think Spain hold the ball quite a lot. So do you kind of look at maybe like a Fabian Ruiz would be nice? Well, he is very expensive. This is a tough choice, I think... You see, Pedri's got the flag. We know Pedri's not going to play. If you've also done Sorare and you're struggling with this team, let me know in the comments. Let me know which ones you ended up going for, which ones you chose to go for. Because I am struggling here. I think. See, Rabiot's not a bad shot, but I don't think he played the last game, did he? Let's have a look. No, he didn't play against Portugal. So then the only option there is that you'd kind of take in Mainan out, and you're going to have to go for Simon, which gives us 68 points. And then, now see, that does then open things up quite nicely. Kante is a solid option, and he's been playing really well this tournament. I think it's got to be Kante. But then you start second guessing yourself, how much of the ball is France going to see? But then, because they've not got Ylan Omens, they've not got Carvajal, they've not got Pedri, does that change the dynamic as well? It's a completely hedge your bets game, to be honest. But I like the idea of Kante. 3 France, 2 Spain. It's a nice little balance. I feel like I'd gone in my head that Kante was coming in, so that's what we're going to do. And then Rodri's going to be my captain. And I can already see that this team that we built here is definitely going to end up being more down the tiki-taka route. I think 234 accurate passes, 3 contests won, so definitely not that one. 1.6 shot on goal, 3.7 there, 17 duels. Yeah, I think we're going. It's safe to say we're going tiki-taka. But then that does beg the question of, do you go for a Griezmann? Do you potentially change that up? But I think he's got the ability to get in the pockets if France do have the ball, to see quite a bit of it. And he also gives us a bit of an attacking threat as well. So I think that's the right play to go there. So that gets us joined in. Happy days. We don't want to buy any pro cards on this one. Definitely not. So we've joined in for there. Happy days. We have got a request in rivalries here. Let's see what this is. I think this is someone that's in the current league would like to challenge. So let's accept their challenge as well, because I think that also boxes off an objective for me on Sorare. So we'll do that as well. And why not? You may as well have 2 matchups just for the sake of it. So yeah, that's us put into there. Got a new win streak. We've joined the matchup. Promotions in 12 minutes. Happy days. And the good thing that we've kind of got going for us as well for the next video, hopefully, is that on the pro tournaments that they had, so for the European one, that's for this week's one. Let's have a look at last week's one. We managed to get a box for our team here, and for the Challenger one, we also got a box here as well. So we'll have 2 boxes to come in. Hopefully, we can try and get a card. If not, then more arena tickets to help us down our road to go. But what I really do want is something that's on this other tab over here. If it does load for me, is Essence. So I think I touched on this in the last video, but as you can see, you can get 20, 40, 100, 250, 500 bits of Essence, which you can then craft into cards, and you can do that from your limited cards, rare, ultra rare, I think it's ultra rare, and then unique. So that's the aim where we want to kind of get to eventually. But we'll see how we go on. But thank you very much for watching the video if you've stuck around. Sorry I've kind of waffled a little bit, very indecisive as to what team I was going for. But yeah, drop us a like, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.